This is one of our cows, Doofus Jr. She calved here a couple days ago. This would be her 5th milking, and she's one of the cows that we dried off early, and now she is milking on her own. So anyway, it's encouraging to see some of these cows that we dried off early coming back in and are really taking to it. So it wasn't all in vain trying to train them before I dried them off. Morning, guys. It's a little after 3 and just pulling in the dairy driveway here. I've woke up this morning to go to the bathroom at 2:30 and just took a peek at my phone, and I had 10 missed phone calls from the robot. I guess I slept heavy enough I didn't hear my phone going off, and but I don't have any alarms notifications from the robot, and I checked on my app. I don't have any notifications, but I can see on my phone that no cows have been milked since 11 o'clock last night. So I don't know if we lost power, because I do believe we've lost power before. I don't think that I get an alarm when we lose power, other than like if it trips the amount of time allowed for a cow not to get milked before it calls me, and which it wouldn't have tripped that time yet. It would be getting closer to that time, but anyway, so I wonder if that's what's going on. I don't know, but we're gonna find out here pretty soon. The robot is paused. Local rinse. What does this one say? Local rinse. Yes. Local rinse, but why? It should have, so if it ran a local rinse, it should have done a local rinse and then let the cow in or open the gate, but that's weird. It says local rinse. There's no alarm. So I'm looking at the tank driver procedure. Takes too long, and then I see it says buffer vessel full at 11 o'clock last night, which is when I first got phone calls. So I think we're gonna go check the bulk tank. I wonder if someone got milk and then forgot to cancel the pickup. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this is what the screen looks like here. Someone got milk and forgot to hit cancel pickup. So this thing might have already emptied itself. I don't know. I don't think so. I wonder if that thing's full of milk. We'll have to check here. So whenever anybody gets milk for the personal use, they have to hit request. This is not working. You hit request pickup, and then that's like you're picking up milk. So what happens then while we're picking up milk will go into the buffer tank, right? Because this is where it goes while this washes. And then once this is done washing, transfers milk from our buffer tank into this tank, and then it does a wash. Well, so somebody came down here, hit request pickup, and then you open the tank valve, which right here, so you can get yourself your milk for our family personal use. So probably my mom or somebody else. And then when you do that, you close the tank valve on this screen, and then you hit cancel pickup, and then you're back to square one. Then milk that if got buffered while you were getting your personal milk will go into here and whatever, and you're all good to go. Problem is, someone forget to hit cancel pickup, so it buffered, filled this tank, and then no one hit this, so this got full with milk, and then didn't allow any more cows to get milked because there was nowhere to go with the milk, essentially. So that is a silly thing. So mistakes happen though. So anyway, so we'll hopefully won't have too many fetch cows this morning, but we'll get her taken care of. It's just, yeah, that's something that could have been avoided. My mom's always been super nervous about messing that up, but I've always told her I got a little sheet here to go off of, and I guess she didn't follow the sheet all the way through or something last night. So anyway, not too big a deal. So now the system is doing a cluster cleaning. When it does its detergent and all that. So anyway, that milk that was in that buffer tank, I dumped down the drain, and it's not suitable now that it sat there for so long. Now it'll do a cluster wash to get everything cleaned up, get that buffer tank good and clean, and clean the system. So anyway, kind of a silly thing to have happen, but honestly, I was happy that it wasn't something worse. That's not a big deal. I'm just relieved that it's not something worse. Honestly, and I was planning on getting up at 3:45 this morning anyway, because it's Sunday morning and I want to go to church. So in order to make it there on time, I was planning on getting up a little bit earlier, because right now chores are taking a little longer than usual, and to make that happen. So if I want to look at it on a positive light, I'm going to be able to get most of my work done and make sure I get it done in plenty of time for that. So yeah, look at it that way, I guess. We're kind of busy with grain harvest right now anyway, so now I have the opportunity to crowd my work a little more, because it feels like it's crowding me this time of year. So anyway, try to look at the positive. So we had a mishap yesterday, ran out of feed. Well, we ran out of feed overnight last night and early this morning, but getting a load of feed in now. So we were out of feed for a few hours here. Totally my fault, but drop tube on robot 2 is full, and now it's filling this one over here. So the way this works, the sensor is on robot 1, and so this drop tube is a little bigger on robot 2, so that it always keeps this robot full. As long as the cows don't just use this robot just fine, this system should work just fine. But I'm gonna go ahead, he just got here to deliver the feed. I'm gonna go ahead and get this robot opened up now, and we'll see if it's dispensing feed. So, like I said, this robot last night ran out around midnight, and it's 9 o'clock this morning, so it's up and going again. Definitely not something you want to have happening, but I'll blame it on grain harvest and having my mind going in too many different places. So anyway, but this robot here, it ran out of feed this morning at about 6:30. So anyway, like I said, not something you want happening, but it's what happened, and that's why I usually like a commodity shed where you got grain sitting on the ground that you can see visibly, hey, we're out of feed, but it's in a bin. I'm not used to, I guess, managing that, and I need to do a better job of banging on the bin more often. I banged on it yesterday and was like, oh my, we're gonna be out of food soon. So I called the feed dealer and said, I need food ASAP if you can. I'm really sorry, I totally dropped the ball on this, but anyway, so we'll try to do better in the future.